Today we take a look at the campground at Black Rock Mountain State Park in Georgia. Check it out. Hey guys, I'm Kevin with Kemp Outside, your inside source for all things outside. If you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button, that little bell that notifies you when we release new videos, and hit that like button for me. So today we're taking a look at the campground at Black Rock Mountain State Park in Georgia. Black Rock Mountain State Park is in the upper northeast corner of Georgia, as you're going to see on the map here in a second, and it is the highest elevation state park in the Georgia state park system. It's a great place to camp, especially in the summer if you want to beat the heat, because up at elevation it's cooler than it is down below. So this video is all about the campground at Black Rock Mountain State Park. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the campground itself. We're going to take a look at the amenities like the restrooms, the trash facilities, the laundry facilities. We're going to take a look at an example campsite, and then we're going to take a drive around the campground and show you what the campground looks like and its layout. So if you haven't checked out Black Rock Mountain State Park before, you're definitely going to want to check out this video before you go camping there, because we definitely want to make it easier for you to plan your trip to Black Rock Mountain. So with that, let's get started. Black Rock Mountain State Park is located in northeastern Georgia in the foothills of the Appalachians, just south of the Smoky Mountains. It's easily accessible from cities like Atlanta, Greenville, Knoxville, and Chattanooga. Black Rock Mountain State Park is a nice sized state park with plenty to see and do, has plenty of hiking trails, and a nice lake to fish or hike around. And the campground for Black Rock Mountain State Park is towards the southern end of the park and is up a steep mountain road. Unfortunately, Georgia State Parks does not have a nice campground map, so we're going to have to take screenshots from Reserve America. This is the entrance to the campground. To the right there is a building where there is firewood, and the building in frame now is the Visitors Center. Unfortunately, the Visitors Center was closed due to COVID-19 when we were there, so we were unable to go in. But it did look like a really nice little camp store, and hopefully we'll be able to visit next time. Now let's take a look at the restrooms and trash facilities. There are two restrooms and trash facilities in the campground. The first is in the lower part of the campground, and the second is in the upper part. Here's the restroom for the lower end of the campground. It has running water, flush toilets, and showers. And it is a very nice restroom to use. Here's what the inside looks like. It has sinks and hand dryers, as well as a couple of shower stalls. And then, as I said before, flush toilets, and this is the men's room, so it has a urinal. I did not go into the ladies' room, so ladies, sorry, you are on your own. My wife told me it's very nice. And at each restroom facility there's also laundry. It's coin operated with two dryers and a single washer, which you're going to see right there. I did not check to see how much it was, but I can't imagine it's more than a couple of quarters. And this is the trash building. So there are bear in Black Rock Mountain State Park, although we didn't see any. So all of the trash is kept inside the building so that the bear don't get in there. This is a quick little video of the trash facility and restroom facility at the north end of the campground. So for our example campsite, we're going to take a look at campsite 18. This was our campsite at Black Rock Mountain. Campsite 18 is at the upper end of the lower loop of the campground at Black Rock Mountain. It's a back-end site, and it is not very big at all. I don't know how anybody would use this site if they had a very large RV or camper trailer. Luckily, we had just a few tents, and it was tight for us even then. You definitely need to keep that in mind if you're camping at Black Rock Mountain and you have a large RV or camper. A lot of the sites won't be suitable for your needs. We enjoyed our stay though, and we had amazing campfires as it was cool in the evening, and we definitely enjoyed our time. And as you can see, our dog Ellie absolutely loved our campsite. Black Rock Mountain is full of beautiful overlooks, but there aren't much better than the one that's right in the campground. Check it out. Between the upper and lower sections of the campground towards the northern side is the Nantahala Overlook. It is a beautiful overlook with a little boardwalk, and the elevation is 3,276 feet. And as you wander out to the boardwalk, it's a great place to watch the sunset, and sometimes the clouds are even below you, which can make for a really neat view. We really liked walking to the overlook at night, right before sunset, and watching the sun go down. I'd love to visit here in the fall and see the fall colors. There are also several other overlooks at Black Rock Mountain that are definitely worth visiting. Now we're going to take a driving tour of Black Rock Mountain State Park's campground. Enjoy the ride. We're going to begin our drive at the far western edge of the campground where you enter the campground, and we're going to head east. So as we turn in, we're going to pass campsites 5 through 15. Passing campsite 8 on your right now. Straight ahead is the restroom in the lower end of the campground. Across from it is campsite 11 and 12. That's the trash facility there. And then on the right is campsite 14, and that's the camp host for the lower end. We're going to hang a right as we enter the loop for the first part of the campground. Just slow down for the speed bump. And as we make our way up the hill, we're going to pass campsite number 16 on the right there. As we come to the intersection, if you go to the right, that takes you to the upper section of the campground. We're going to go to the left. We're passing campsite 17 on the left and 18 on the right. We're going to continue on back down the hill, back to the intersection. Passing campsite 27, I think. And then right to the left there is the camp host again. Okay, so now we're going to turn around again, and we're going to go past campsite 16 again, and then we're going to drive to the upper section of the campground. So right ahead of us is campsite 14, which is the lower camp host. Going over the speed bump again. That's campsite 27 to the left, and then 26 is just above it. Passing campsite 16 again. And instead of turning left to continue on with the loop, we're going to go right. This is a one-way road to the upper end of the campground. So now we're going to turn right, and we're going to go down the road, and we're going to pass campsites 28 to 48. So 28 is on the right, 29 is on the left. As we work our way down the hill a little bit, you're going to see the restroom facility at the upper end of the campground. And there's the trash facility. To the left there is a little spur, and that little spur has campsites 39 and 40. Now we're passing campsite 41. And this will go all the way down to campsite 48. You're on the top of a ridge here, so these campsites are not very big or deep. Okay, so now we're going to go through the loop and then back down the hill. We're going to pass all the campsites we just passed in the upper section. And so as you can see, if you're pulling a long trailer or have a large RV, this is a very, very tight turn. I did watch a guy do it with a fifth wheel trailer that was about 30 feet long, and he made it, but it was pretty tight for him. Okay, we're passing campsite 48 again, this time on the right. And as we pass campsite 41, you see the spur again for 39 and 40. On the left is the building for trash, and then the restroom. The restroom also does have a handicapped parking spot if you do need to drive to the restroom from wherever it is you're camping. We wait on a little traffic here. We're going to head right. This is a one-way road back down to the lower section of the campground. And as we continue on, just to the right is going to be the Nantahala Overlook. That's coming up right there to the right. As you can see, these roads aren't very wide, so you have to watch out for people doing the loop. It's pretty popular with folks, and they walk their dogs, and lots of kids ride their bikes on this loop, so you definitely need to be careful when you travel. And then we're coming down to the intersection again, and again that campsite straight ahead of us is the campsite 14, which is the lower camp host. And we'll pull in front of the trash building. At the lower end, that's also the dump station for RVs. Well guys, that was a tour of Black Rock Mountain State Park's campground. I hope you found the video useful. We're trying to do this to make it easier for moms and dads to take their kids camping, hiking, fishing, learning about nature, and developing a conservation ethic. And one of the things that makes it easier is to understand what the campground is like before you get there. So that's why we're shooting these videos. Guys, I hope you found these videos useful. Check out my other campground review videos. We've done one for Wildcat Mountain State Park in Wisconsin. We've done one for Turkey Run State Park in Indiana. And we've also done one for Fort DeSoto Park near St. Petersburg, Florida. And we're going to be doing these everywhere we go. So we've got some more camping trips planned, and we're going to produce more and more of these campground review videos. Also, be on the lookout for our Black Rock Mountain State Park campsite review videos. We went around and we shot all the empty campsites when we were there, and we're going to be producing those as individual campsite review videos. And the goal there is to make it easier for you to reserve a campsite when you're on Reserve America. Instead of having just that tiny little photo to decide whether or not this site is suitable for your needs, we're going to have a video of all of the empty sites. Now, unfortunately, we weren't able to shoot them all because some of them were occupied the entire time we were there. But we did our best to go around and shoot as many of them as we could. So be on the lookout for those as well. So guys, please subscribe to my channel if you can. I'd really appreciate it. It helps me out so much in bringing this content to folks. As I said, we really want to help people get out there and go camping, and I love doing it. So guys, please subscribe, and also connect with me on my other social media channels. We're on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter. I'd love to hear from you. If you've stayed at Black Rock Mountain, please drop something in the comments about your stay and tell us how you liked it. And if you are a mom or a dad and you have any questions at all about how to get your kids outside camping, fishing, hiking, learning about nature, and developing that conservation ethic, drop a comment below or hit me up on any of those other social media channels. Just send me a direct message. I would love to hear from you. And all the links to all of my other social media channels are down below in the description, or you can just search Kemp Outside. So guys, thanks for watching. I couldn't do it without you. Really appreciate you. Get out there and go camping. Remember, Kemp Outside is your inside source for all things outside. We'll see you next time.